Hello and welcome to Vampire Survivors. I ran out of the stamina in Arkanites, so I figure I didn't want to stop streaming, so we're going to just have some fun splattering stuff around with Vampire Survivors. Let's see here, who do I want to play as? I haven't played as Boone Marabio yet. Well, I guess there's always a good way to test out a character, and that's always the Inlaid Library. Both Arcanas here. Alright, this guy starts with the 1,000 Knives. So something to benefit that would be ideal. Let's... Enables critical hits for this. Huh. Is it just me, or are all the icons moved to the side a bit? Huh. Whatever. Slash seems pretty good. Ventro Psycho. Guess we should go for the Woofaloo then. Really? I think I need the Hollow Heart. Guide. Alright, yeah, so I need the regular one now. Bible, always a good one for a nice keep away option. I have returneth. Hey, Razun. Sorry, I ran out of sanity, so I had to, ooh, nice. I had to move on to a new game because, I used all my sanity restores on It's Been a While just to clean out all of the event shop, and also get some extra record restores in case I need them later. Sorry about that. I was hoping I'd still be playing by the time you got back so that you'd know what's going on there, but... Oh yeah, I played this guy last time, and I remember now, his weapons are much slower. Yeah, his attack speed is absurdly low, and the only reason it's not 100% lower is because I have the upgrade that grants me additional, stuff. That's bad, you need Lee to bait the arrows. Gee, thanks for making me miss the fact I never was able to pull Lee. Well, I guess I can't complain. I got the majority of what I was hoping for. Yeah. I remember using this character last time. I also recall looking it up, and apparently there's a limit to how many projectiles can be on screen at once, so that's supposed to be his demerit. His stuff is so low that he hits his movement speed of his attacks is so low, he can only have so many of these projectiles on screen. And that can be limiting, since you can't fire anymore after a bit. Hey friends, you can mine. Yeah, I can do that for the challenge mode if I need to. Sure, I'll just keep upgrading the whips. This also means I'm accidentally beating the same map with this character that I did before, but I think that's gonna be fine. That's just how it is sometimes. Go finish the event. Oh, I completed it last year. Alright, have a good time. It's probably for the best I was apparently lazy with it last time, because it's going to be significantly easier now that I have stronger operators in general. I don't know if it's actually the case, but it definitely felt like it was one of the toughest events on its release. Free Spellbinder level? Don't mind if I do. Ventasaki. Ooh, 3 items. Yeah, I do want those items on the left-hand side, that's for sure. Celestial Dusting. Ooh, that sounds good. Fart out flowers for healing once they level up enough. A whip. Celestial Dusting. Yeah, Hollow Heart is fine. Free whip level? Don't mind if I do. Whip level up. Sure, Rune Tracer, why not? This means I need to pay attention to the armor to upgrade it to the no future. Alright, good, that guy's showing up, so now I can, deal some really good damage. Because the projectiles are slower, they can hang out on him a lot more. Alright, good. We got another egg. Some health regeneration up. Not bad. Not bad at all. I should definitely hang out here and get some experience to level up the items before I start grabbing accessories, because then there'll be more items in the pool that I have to, worry about. I definitely need to pay attention for the armor. The moment the armor shows up again, I need to grab it. Ooh, duplicator. Ideal. Free, bibble. Sounds good to me. Even without adding it to the lightning ring to become Zeus, that is a really, really useful accessory. I'm keeping it. Let's max out the Vento Sacro then, just so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Duplicator again, sounds good to me. Additional projectiles to everything. Hollow Heart sounds good. Ah, the next mini-boss. Good. That's fine. Whip is now at maximum level. Bible now at max level. No, it's not. Oh dang, I leveled up a ton from that. Tracer. And there we are, the Bloody Tear. Get it. 3 levels, cooldown reduction sounds good. Armor, perfect. I can now evolve everything. Everything possible, that is. Yeah. Overall area changes, projectile speed changes, silent. Disco of Gold. Healing's doubled. Sounds good to me, I guess. I do have a lot of items that heal, after all. And there we are. The Fluffaloo. Oh yeah, I can also get a new weapon. Empty tome. Ah, excellent. More defense. Sounds good to me. Tracer. Sure, lightning ring it is. And I'll get these defensive items to help me out a bit. Rune Tracer level. Don't mind if I do. Alright, King Bible's now maxed out. Rune Tracer is now maxed out. Excellent. Spellbinder. And there we are, the Unholy Vespers. It's just the stream title a bit, so it's a bit more accurate. There we are. Hollow Heart only needs one more level to max out, so I'm just going to do that so it's removed from the pool for leveling. Oh, excellent. I guess I must have gotten one earlier and finished it, which I guess explains why I got so many levels at once there. Ah, that's the... Yep, I had hit the projectile limit. No future. Might as well finish off the armor. More celestial dusting sounds good. Yeah, I'm definitely starting to hit projectile cap. Alright, I'll max out the armor so that I no longer have to... Yeah, the armor's maxed out, so I don't need to worry about that anymore. Oh, I see. It's how far it goes depends on projectile speed, I guess. So it's only basically only melee for me. Interesting. There we go. Thunder Loop. Luckily, it doesn't seem affected by projectile speed, so this should be good shape, I guess. Yeah, I'm absolutely hitting the projectile cap with this setup here. Yeah, slower moving projectiles definitely both a blessing and a curse. Free level for the silver ring. Sounds good to me. Ah, interesting. The flowers explode if I'm moving on the screen when they explode. When I'm moving the screen when they go off of it. Interesting. It's boss time. Free level of the Megalo left. Sounds good to me. Silver ring is officially maxed out now. Good. I guess I think about it, I haven't done endless mode here despite having unlocked it for a while now, so I should probably give that a try. I'm guessing it's the same thing as normal, but there's no Reaper to forcibly end you after half an hour, so I just best pick someone I really like then, I think. This does at least mean that I won't be on a time limit crunch. Every 2 minutes attracts all resources towards the character. Beginning. Listed weapons all get +1. Characters, if it's a main weapon, it and its evolutions all gain +3 instead. Ooh, that seems really good. Go with the beginning. As much as I really love Mad Groove, having these things gain +1 is really going to help. Well, +3 since the main one is just final one. Go. Looks like we're getting closer to the end of this particular run. Yeah, things are really starting to get interesting now that I'm hitting the projectile cap. Alright, the witch is the last boss of the area, so there we are. Adam Jackson, Pollock did pixel art. Sorry, I was a bit in the zone here. I guess I should talk about something too full of time. Although, alright, so after this I will try endless mode and see how long I last there before I die. I'm not sure how crazy it gets since the Reaper, assuming the Reaper doesn't spawn there anymore. But we'll see, I guess. Alright, the Gorgons are really starting to get pretty crazy. There we go. This isn't the best stage for money, but there is a decent amount of it I can earn, that's for sure. Oh, another Gorgon. Big boss. Oh! Wait a minute, are you pooping flowers? I mean, you didn't hear me when I was making that joke earlier? Yeah, the, what's it called? The bouquet, the celestial, whatever, something or other. Yeah, the bouquet weapon there causes flowers to come out from behind you, even if you're standing still. So, it does have value in the sense that it's a weapon that fires directly behind you instead of in front, or... yeah, to the sides, so it can actually cover you in ways that other weapons can't. Plus, once you upgrade it to maximum, it's a chance of making enemies drop hearts that heal you afterward, which is always nice. Carello. I can't get anything that upgrades, so let's have some fun with it. Oh yeah, since my speed is so low... Alright, since my attack speed is so low, it, the carts just move really, really slowly. That's good for me. Alright, one more level and the carts are maxed out. And there we are, the carts are maxed. Ooh, once again though, they're definitely affected by the projectile limit. Yeah, I'm noticing that too. The game does have a projectile limit, so that's probably contributing to why there's only 1 or 2 carts at a time. But it's also not helping his slow attack speed, means the knives are spammed everywhere. It'll end in a minute, though, at the very least, so... Yeah, the game starts chugging a bit when there's too much going on. There's a reason this game has an epilepsy warning once you start it. "20 seconds and the run's over." Here we are. Here comes the Reaper. Alright, there we are. We'll quit and cash out our revive. Not bad. Let me grab a sip of my drink here, it's been a little while. Alright, let's see. Secrets. Run away with all accessories mastered, with the most averse fate. Run off the edge of the world. Uppercut and non-red. Sometimes you'd ask for help. These two seem extremely esoteric. I might go back and do those, look up how those are done, but for the moment, let's see. Alright, who do I want to do for this? Pipino might not be too bad. Since I want to do an endless run, some HP healing might not be amiss. This is the time. It does mean I can go... Demario's a little, Yeah, let's go with Demario. We'll go with the Gallo Tower for him. And again, we'll activate Endless Mode. This will also allow us to get his upgrade guaranteed, so we'll see how that goes. Twilight Requiem. These explode when they expire. Additional revivals. Healing is doubled. Teleport stuff to me anytime I want. Might not be a bad idea. Listed weapons also emit a special damaging zone affected by a mountain magnet. Blood Astronema. You know what? Let's go with this one. Attract Orb. To reroll for so many times, but... a little dangerous to use the pentagram, but... Santa Water, why not? Alright, since it's in this mode, I'm pretty sure it won't end at 30 minutes, but that doesn't mean I can't be taking it seriously. I need to upgrade the pentagram so that it has a chance of leaving items behind when it kills. Otherwise, it's just going to delete everything, including the healing items. The good news is this does mean the clear screen ability it upgrades into will give me even more experience. You know what, let's just get the duplicator just for the more King Bibles I get out of it. The Bibble is definitely one of my favorite ones to work with, just because it's a nice keep away. Darn, deleted the items. Yeah, more pentagram again. Like I said, the sooner I max that out and upgrade it, the better. Just because that means even before then, I'll have a chance of not having items deleted. Let's see here. Let me think what I want to do with the effects here. Affect the Song of Mana, so I think I want to get the skull there just because that's going to make this easier on me going forward. So, yeah, let's go with that. It's a cursed item that increases enemy stats, but also is needed to upgrade the Song of Mana. And that is not an insignificant upgrade, if I remember right. Might as well upgrade the duplicator to max, just to be safe. This removes it from the pool while also making it easier to, well, also giving me more King Bibles and holy waters. The Attract Orb is absolutely something I want to max out sooner rather than later. And I definitely want this item before the pentagram deletes it. More skull, huh? Oh good, it didn't delete the items. Pentagram. Okay, good, no items deleted. Since we're gonna be here a while, I guess I should talk about something. I played quite a few RPGs, single-player, MMO, and such, but I only recently started trying out tabletop stuff. Or I think a Clockwork Lancet might actually be worth my time. I guess for anyone who does play and want to know specifics, it's the Pathfinder 2nd edition, I believe. I was always fine with the idea of joining a tabletop. I just was kind of nervous that A, my inexperience might ruin everything, and make everything ruin, and B, ooh, perfect, crown obtained. You know, I just don't want to ruin it for others, even if I I don't mind messing things up for myself, I just don't want to mess things up for others. Well. Say what now? Oh, right, pentagram again. You want to try Pathfinder? I was actually saying I'd actually recently started a game of it with some friends. I'd had some interest of tabletop before, since I played plenty of video game RPGs and stuff before, but I was always a bit nervous because, you know, new player, they'd have to go slower down just to explain stuff to me, plus the GM would have to handhold me for a number of things because, well, I'm gonna be blunt, I used the website for Pathfinder to make all my character selections and stuff, and, I'm gonna be blunt, my college textbooks were more concise and easier to read than that, so... And I always had trouble focusing on those, so that was a bit... That's fine. Yeah. Basically, I finally took the plunge since... Well, first of all, the group I was with already had some new people, so they were gonna have to go slow and tutorialize stuff no matter what. And also, people I knew were in it, so... Ooh, nice. So yeah, I was able to get a little more nervousness and go through in there. Ooh, more Clockwork Lancet. That's good, because I'd rather not level it until last. But it could help me get there. Can I find the... Ooh, final level of Pentagram. Okay, good. Now it won't smash stuff that easily. We've only had a few sessions so far, but it's been pretty interesting, that's for sure. Clockwork Lancet, I guess. The good news is my character was actually one of the first to find, I think it was artifact weapons, unique stuff. But it seems the one I got is basically the... I guess an Elder Scrolls reference to make this easier. Would one played Skyrim or something be aware of the... Or Oblivion, remember the Wabbajack? Because it's kind of like that. It can do stuff, but it also has a gambling component to it. Now, obviously, since I play gachas, I am not a stranger to the idea of gambling. So, I don't mind messing around, but I did confirm, can it go through different stuff, because while I've never done tabletops before this one, I have read about stuff like the Deck of Many Things in proper D&D, and I know that one is rather infamous for having a lot of stuff that either can straight up kills you, kills a party member, or can ruin the entire campaign depending on how the dice rolls go, so I did confirm with the GM that it's not going to be quite that insane. And yeah, Deck of Many Things, yeah. The fact I heard of it, even though I've never done tabletop stuff beforehand, probably tells you a lot on its own, really, because that usually means it's got a big enough reputation that even people who don't play hear about it. Ooh, good, a tracked orb, finally. It can screw you over and over, indeed. And not just for players, I know the GMs don't like the one that lets you say, you ask the GM a question, they have to answer 100% truthfully. I imagine you can get around with it with a lie of omission or things like that, but I can also see why people would think that's that would just gets in the way of stuff. Deck of End campaigns, yeah. Like I said, I do know there's at least a couple cards in there that are pretty much amount to you now immediately die. So there are some good things in there too, of course, but that's definitely a rather extreme swing since it can just end the character right then and there. But yeah, I've confirmed that the Wabbajack I found will not be quite that insane. Although, when I did ask how much spread, as the GM simply laughed and said, try and find out. I believe something was mentioned about a file called Whoops. He had specifically prepared for something, for the right situation, so I suppose it depends how... Of course. Damn it, it deleted the chest! Oh, yeah, that's why I'm kind of iffy on the Song of Mana, precisely what I wanted. But yeah, that was The Blood Astronema. Now, this is a good one. Yeah. Once I upgrade the Song of Mana, this will be really good. The deck of you can certainly try. Indeed. Yeah, let's start upgrading the Song of Mana, then. And I will say I did have to speak with the GM a lot to set up the character. I was a little embarrassed because we spent basically the entire day walking the things through. But he said he didn't mind because at the end of the day, all that discussion early on is for the sake of making things easier later for all parties involved, so he didn't mind it. That was nice. Song of Millennia. Oh dang, that'd be pretty crazy. Speaking of which, I imagine we're probably going to be fighting her relatively soon. With my, in my multiplayer run with my buddies. My seamless multiplayer, Elden Ring. We're definitely reaching the end game. We just beat the Fire Giant, so we got a bit more. I got a card for that game that gives him instant 30 XP and a keep with 20 followers. The DM is like, can we negotiate that? The 20 followers definitely seems rather absurd. Although the keep, I guess that depends on the campaign. Like, if you have a campaign where you go through those pretty regularly, I could easily see a case of, well, I guess we could claim any of these if you want. But if I remember right, it was stated that the keep had monsters you had to clear out in order to claim it, so that's what I'm thinking. I guess if you have one of the dungeons is a keep, you could just say, well, we're gonna claim this and use it in some fashion. I guess since we have a couple tabletop fans, I can go deep into super nerd lore here and start discussing things a little more. Oh, darn it. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Now the pentagram will no longer remove XP, and in fact will give me even more. Wonderful. But yeah, I guess we can, since we already have people who play. When I spoke with the DM, when it comes to video game RPGs, I usually go with mages and stuff, since I usually like magic systems. So I spoke with the DM about going for one of those. And they gave me a few options, but recommended one because, depending on the spellcaster, it seems you can have something like your entire spell book is absolutely everything for your current level. And you simply prepare spells each day. For some of them, like wizards, you have to actually prepare spells with objects and spell catalysts and such. For others, like a cleric, you just have to pray to your deity of choice each morning, and you get your spells that way. I end up going with a sorcerer in the end because they basically get X number of spells each level, and you can cast them Y number of times each day. So basically, each level up I get to select whatever spells I want. Ooh, but here's the fun part I discovered. Apparently, the thing that separates sorcerers from the other types of magic users is they have bloodlines. And that can, depending on your choice, that can really affect things. Ooh, I'm gonna love this one. Yeah, let's go with that. Excellent. Yeah, so basically the bloodline can wild magic do it. Now, I went with I guess for anyone who doesn't play, what I did find out about it is the sorcerers get a bloodline that basically gains their power from either a lineage or a gift from a great power or something like that, and that can affect... Yeah, not only does that give me some extra spells every so often, but it can modify ones I already make. I decided to hyper-focus for this one to keep everything very simple. Sorcerers don't do shit. Really? Well, for my character, I end up hyper-specializing to keep things rather straightforward, with a clear, I'm good at this, not so much at this, etc. I ended up making an Undine character, since they were pretty neat. They seemed pretty neat, and I went with a water bloodline so that I could focus entirely on the cold and the water-ice damage. That was kind of neat. Yeah, they don't really think Warlock's pretty strong too. I'd look at that one, yeah. Warlocks even get a lot of familiars and stuff, which does look pretty fun, but I didn't want to mess with familiars and stuff since I didn't know much about the game, so I wanted to make sure it'd be something simple and straightforward. Sorcerer's a great first class. You could get a feel for the game as well as your DM type campaign. Yeah, that's the general impression I got. I did consider Bard since they had a bit of everything and could support well, but the party was a bit awkward, so... Enemy casted Crown of Madness, make a wisdom save. Looks were great, fit the kind of... But yeah, I basically went entirely into water specialties, so that was pretty interesting. Does mean I'm absolutely boned if the enemy is resilient to water in any damage in any capacity, but if they're weak to it, they might as well end the fight right there, because I basically just nuke them for heavy damage. The other new player was playing a shifter, which is pretty neat. It seems to let them basically be a bit more physical or magic depending on what they shapeshift into and what upgrades they get. The most experienced player is playing an Oracle, which seems to be kind of like a cleric, but with some extra stuff. So they're primarily the healer, but also have good offensive options. So nice and pretty versatile. Which one does the, Alright, so the rings are what I want. Most broken class for a creative person is Druid. I might play around with some silly stuff in the future, but for the moment, I figure I should stick to just the simple and straightforward. There's no real gimmicks to my character, but at the same time, that can be refreshing as well. The outsized power of Move Earth, the cantrip is silly. Oh yeah, and we do have an Alchemist on the team. Apparently that's a very complicated class, though, so I was advised not to give that one a try unless I'm okay with, really having to do a lot of micromanaging. And that makes sense, yeah. To be fair, the person playing the Alchemist has been quite helpful so far. Alchemist? Like I said, this is Pathfinder and not proper D&D, but yeah. At one point, the Alchemist ended up making a birthday cake that is also a bomb. It was hilarious. So, they brought it to a party and they thought it was for the birthday of someone there. And so, basically, it was absolutely hilarious. I think it was just about everything, huh? Might as well get that because it's going to be needed for an upgrade. Need to get the rings because I actually have the materials for this. Alright, these guys are frozen, so I'm going to go ahead and attack them. Oh, I guess in order to evolve the Song of Mana, I do need to, in fact, upgrade the cursed item, which is a shame. Oh, no, I don't. I mean, I will still, but yeah. A little metal that's actually a weapon of mass destruction, yeah. Alchemist has clearly been having fun with his character, as you could probably guess from when I mentioned he made a birthday cake that is also a bomb. It was hilarious. It did ask the GM if he was using a specific module for it, but he said he found it easier to just make something on its own. That way people don't really run any risk of spoilers, and that makes sense. He's also kind of relatively experienced, so it makes sense. The highest damage a character can do in one turn. I wouldn't get your hopes up too much. We started the campaign at level 2, and I only just got to level 4 at the end of the last one, so we haven't made it too far quite yet. Protect the bear. Other recent campaigns, make your ones if you had one. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever been in one. The first one I was with was just some random... They just grabbed a bunch of people at the card shop I was at, and I don't think anyone knew what they were doing because we didn't even really do much of anything, if we're honest. Yeah, I should probably get my health up, given how this is going. Sure, I'll grab this. Why not? Projectile speed can be nice. That said, I have looked ahead to some degree, and since my character is hyper-specializing, it looks like eventually I'll get the ability to charge up my attacks to do additional damage. Which is neat, especially since some of the other party members are getting stuff that gives them additional actions per combat. Although for the record, the GM is also giving experience for non-combat resolutions. Like, during what are basically the tutorial where he kind of walked me and the other new player through exactly how everything worked, he had a fight ready for everything, but we managed to play things out to the point that we managed to convince the bad guys we weren't responsible for what they were angry at, and they decided to let us go since they didn't see any reason to hold against us. And we did, in fact, get experience and level up from that, so that was pretty neat. So yeah, I have the option for... Well, I guess it's a bit obvious. I also like when there's multiple options for resolution. I mean, I played Deus Ex on this very channel, as well as some other stuff that gives you a bit of freedom with dealing with certain problems. Ooh, excellent. I'm now Zeus. Yeah, I should probably boost Damario's general survivability here. Alright, good. The survivability is at max. Well, no, one more level and it'll be max. I keep forgetting the accessories max at level 9, not 10. The Blood Astronema is really, really nice. I like it. Yeah, Megalolift is now at full power. I'm gonna discard this since I don't have the item needed to evolve it. Now watch as I end up getting a candy or something. But then again, I guess I'm not fighting the Reaper since I have set it to endless mode, so I guess it doesn't matter. Speaking of tabletops, playing Magic the Gathering lately. MTG is definitely one of those OG card games that I was always meaning to have a try, but I've never played it, unfortunately. The only card game I've played is When I was really young, I did play a bit of the Pokemon card game, but I fell out of it rather quickly. Ended up sticking for Yu-Gi-Oh! A bit, but that's a bit of a mixed blessing. I did get back into it, and I haven't been in the mood for it for a while, but I did play a lot of Duel Links and Master Duels to give you an idea, so I guess that's the closest thing to my card game of choice if I had to choose something. Ooh, nice. Want a duel in Master Duel? Actually, I have been feeling it. I haven't been feeling Yu-Gi-Oh! A bit lately. That's why I mentioned I haven't played it too much. Nor have I really streamed it. I probably should. Mobile games seem to be the big popular ones in terms of what VODs seem to get the most replays. I do try to make sure it's whatever I play whatever I'm in the mood for. That way I can feel some passion for whatever it is I choose. But at the same time, it is nice to see people watch what I do, so there's definitely some temptation there. It's also why I've been trying to do a bit more of Arknights and FGO. Again, mobile games in general seem to do a bit better than the other stuff. Although I was surprised at how well the Somnium Files 2 did. I'm glad people like that one. I really did like the mystery. It's a lot more linear than the first game, but I really think the overall... everything was upgraded in the general sense. I love the, I love having greater item grab. It's just so range. It's just so convenient. I guess I'd best get moving if I want to take full advantage of the, speed. Yeah, if I want to get the full gold benefit, I need to keep moving. Here we go. Although I guess while we're here, you said you play Master Duel Rise, you know, what kind of deck do you use? Oh, good. That'll speed up maxing its level. Level 7. Largely, I end up having Tri-Brigade with the, with Luna Lights for Master Duel, which is basically an... You wouldn't like the decks I run. I don't think too many would like the ones I do, either, because Luna Lights are pretty much a pure muscle deck. They simply, fuse their monsters together, make some big muscle, and then smack the enemy down to OTK them, basically. It's not very complicated, although I guess that can be appealing in and of itself. For Master Duel, I actually use Odd Eyes in an Xyz focus deck. Rank 7s are pretty easy to make with that setup, so that's what I've mostly been sticking to. Let's see here. Listed weapons generate explosions when explosions are also affected by a curse. Sure, I'll grab this one, since that synergizes well with what I got. Branded, Magicians, Pendulum Magicians, Orcust, Eldritch, Mayakashi, Shiranui, a few I can't recall. I did like the Mayakashi deck a lot, I just don't like how you have to... I'm sure in the physical card game it's a lot easier, but in Duel Links and Master Duel, the Mayakashi Synchro ladder takes a lot of time to do. So, it's basically one of those, oh crap, he's doing the ladder, I guess I'd go best make a sandwich. Out for the night? Alright, thanks for stopping by, Athos. Hope you had a good time. Thanks for stopping by. Ooh, upgraded to the Infinite Corridor. I'll also play Salads and Cyberdarks. Cyberdarks are pretty popular, pretty big fan favorite, so I can understand that. I did play through Legacy of the Duelist a couple of years ago as well. It was kind of, it's also kind of the reason I like to play multiple games rather than just focus on one until it finishes, because if it's a particularly long game, it can end up burning me out a little. Obviously, it's not something I force myself to do, but I try to just to, you know, avoid burning myself out like that. Link Carrier got banned, so I can't use Cyberdarks for now. Let's see here. That reminds me, I should probably head back to Duel Links since they've got a few more Link monsters. I imagine a few of the old decks like the Skyfang Brigade, the Fur Hires, would probably be at least okay again, since they were designed as a Link summoning deck from the word go. And now that Links are in, they can do what their goal is. Everyone's playing Tear Elements, so too many turns. I've heard Tear Elements and Floanderies are running around. I'm not 100% on what they do, but I'm sure it's something that'll be very frustrating to deal with whenever I get back there. Then again, I guess since Lunalights are pretty heavily focused on OTK, the deck I use always is a matter of I win either immediately or never. Floandery's still annoying. Yeah. Well, I guess that's the thing about an OTK deck. On one hand, you can handle some meta decks depending on how it does the OTK, but on the other hand, it also means the fight's going to be over quickly, either in your favor or not. Still, I do like fusions, and they like to make fusions with a lot of attack power. Plus, a lot of people don't read and don't realize that Lunalight Leo Dancer is immune to being destroyed or targeted by card effects, so they end up doing something extremely silly and lose from that alone. It's hilarious, I love it. Damario's lack of mobility is definitely starting to become an issue. There we are. Infinite Corridor saved my ass. Well, that was the final boss of the area. Around half an hour, we'll finally see what happens. First one was Odd Eyes Pendulums. I'm liking Odd Eyes in Duel Links a lot. I believe the meta there's moved on a bit, though. I think, crap. Sorry, I need to focus a bit here. Sorry for changing topics so much. Usually I do try to stay on the topic of the game I'm playing, but Vampire Survivors is rather interesting mix, so I definitely have the ability to multitask. Play pendulums, right? You can try pendulums, Zark, and mystical beasts. I do remember that, Endymion Master of Magic is apparently the... I don't know if it still is, but at one point it was the card with the highest amount of text in the entire game. Then I actually read the card, and I was actually kind of disappointed, because of all that text, only like 3 things are actually relevant to what it does. The rest is just explaining the spell counter mechanic. A shame, really. It's not like Nirvana High Paladin, where it actually is a case... is that SpongeBob meme where he's squinting at a piece of paper and trying to figure out what it says. DDD is too hard. Yeah, but did you see the field card for that? When I saw that one, I thought was hilarious. Okay, so basically the DDDs are... the different dimension demons are all about litigation, since the implication is you're suing the enemy for breaking patent on summoning types you have... for summoning types you have patents on. It's hilarious. Well, I do like when cards tell a story like that, even if it's a little silly. Sometimes not too complicated, but they usually have one. Even ones in the anime often have a story that the show never went into, like, I guess to use another Duel Links example, well, the Abyss actors, didn't really do much in the show, but they do have a story behind them where they're basically a traveling play troupe. However, they keep going into cartoon antics that get their scripts destroyed, which is why their scripts get, bonus effects if they're destroyed before you activate them. And they are forced to do improv stuff, but the monsters in the audience seem to like when they do the improv a lot more than the scripted stuff, which is pretty neat. World Chalice is interesting. Oh yeah, the World Chalice storyline is really, really long. Even the one they briefly cover in Master Duel is only a fraction of it. That might as well be a Final Fantasy game for how many plot twists and bizarre directions a story takes. Despia is better than Theatrics. Yeah, Despia is, if I remember, that combines with a lot of different ones, like Springens, the Tri-Brigades, and a bunch of others, for a very complicated storyline. Branded Dogmaticas, yeah, I know those are... I think they tie into those too, now that I think about it. Yeah, Damario's definitely one who's designed to not move around too much. Crap. But that also means you need to be able to kill enemies that get close, or else you're gonna have trouble. Alright, 30 minutes is almost here. We're gonna see exactly what happens that ends. Sword Souls. I've heard of that one, but I don't think I've looked into the story for that one. I do remember reading the old Dual Terminal storyline, though. That one was also a bit of a trip, if we're blunt. But it's pretty neat seeing all those characters and their evolutions over time. And my understanding is a lot of other card games like Magic the Gathering and Card by Vanguard also like to tell those little stories, and that's good to hear. I really like that. Oh my. Ah, I see. So it's not tied to the Reaper. Those lightning bolts come at 30 minutes in this very mission, no matter what. Interesting. Ah, I get it. It's because I won, it's now looping infinitely. Alright, that's good to know. Oh my, how did I not see this? Alright, so I guess it's just going endless mode just loops endlessly, as the name implies. Where's the boss at? Like I said, this is endless mode, so the Reaper at 30 minutes is completely removed. And looks like it will now loop infinitely until I get bored. Let's see, how long is stream? Oh, it's 3 hours, huh? Dang, the lightning is keeping the thing filled. I'm getting a good amount of cash out of this. I am very glad I had Vampire Survivors prepared in case I did the Arcanite stream a little early. See, I'm slowly becoming an actual streamer. Very professional, very forward-thinking. I guess we can call it here. Yay, indeed. I guess we can call it here for now. Let's see here. I think I could do a quick 15-minute one, so... Arca's the not Alucard, so... Oh. What, did it just change? Hold on. What? That was a bit weird. Sorry about that. Let me just restart it real quick. Sorry, I guess I must have misclicked something or hit the wrong button. Stream ending. It will in a bit, but for the moment, I want to do one shorter run. Now, let's see here. Wait, what? Oh, there's a new one here. I saw the bar on the right was a bit longer than usual for where it's there. And I see Relic and Stage. A space between spaces, a culmination of something. Simply another beginning? Tag, you're it. What's this? Huh. This is the same area as before. So I'm guessing this is where I get the next one, although was that there before? Those masks of the... Oh. There's a respawning. What? Yeah, okay is about, what comes to mind? Ah, permanently access a harder version of the stage. Oh. Ah, inverse is unlocked. Alright, well that sounds like a good one to try next time. But for now, I guess it might be good. Since it's been a few hours, I'm starting to get a bit tired, so I think it would be in my best interest to call it here. But I can grade someone while we're here. Let me see. I could also, let's see here. Someone's streaming. Alright, let me see who's currently. Yeah, I can go with someone streaming Arknights or someone streaming Vampire Survivors just fine. See here. Up here in chat, what do you think? More Vampire Survivors or more Arknights? I can just toss you guys to someone with low views there so that they can have some others watching. If no one's too bothered. Someone's doing IS2 in Arknights, so I'll go ahead and go with them. Alright then, I just set the raid here and we'll go. Alright. Alright, give love to the next streamer here. And until next time, thank you for watching, hope you had a good time, and I'll see you later.